Namo Buddhaya. Welcome back to Monks in the Morning from Colombo Dhamma Friends of Mahameonawa. Today, one of the monks is going to teach us a beautiful passage spoken by the Supreme Buddha. It's a great reminder of how short our human life is and how important it is that we work hard to practice the Buddha's teachings. We may think that we're going to live for a long time, but no matter how long we live, we need to try and follow the instructions the Supreme Buddha gave us. That way, we'll live happily now, we'll live happily in our next lives, and we'll also have the chance to experience the ultimate goal of Nibbāna. If you'd like to read this passage in Pali along with the Bhante, you can click on the show notes link. You may even like to memorize these words in Pali because they're so beautiful. Now let's go for refuge and take the 5 precepts.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Say after me, I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. With the refuge of the Noble Triple Gem, I observe these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, to escape from the sufferings of samsara, May it help me. May it be a blessing. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Dear meritorious listeners and dear children, once in one of the suttas in Sutta Pitaka, the Buddha said this. He said, Appamidaṃ bhikkhave manussānaṃ ayu Gamanīyo samparāyo. Appamidaṃ bhikkhave manussānaṃ ayu means, he said that we don't have that much of time to live in this human world. Gamanīyo samparāyo, we are traveling into another destination. Now, how many destinations are there to be born again? There are many destinations. The problem that we have, since we are not stream entrants, is that the four bad destinations are there. Namely, we have the hell, the ghost world, the asura world, and the animal world. If we go into any one of these worlds, coming back to this human world is so rare. Now, that's why the Buddha said kattabbaṃ kusalaṃ in the same sutta. He said kattabbaṃ kusalaṃ. Kattabbaṃ kusalaṃ means do acts of merit a lot. Caritabbaṃ brahmacariyaṃ. Then he asked us to follow the eightfold path. Why did he ask us to follow the eightfold path? Now, in past, any Buddha or any Pacceka Buddha, any Arahant, if he was enlightened, that is because he had followed the eightfold path. In future even, all the Buddhas, all the Pacceka Buddhas, and all the Arahants will understand the Four Noble Truths by following the same path that our Lord Buddha, the Gautam Lord Buddha, followed, that is the eightfold path. Now, if it is true for the past and for the future, would it be different here at present? It is not. It is the same path that we have to follow if we want to understand the Four Noble Truths, if we want to liberate ourselves from this long journey of samsara, full of suffering. So he asked us to follow the eightfold path. Then he said, Yo bhikkhave chiranjīvati so vassasataṃ appamva bhiyoti. He said, Natthi jātassa amaraṇaṃ. Natthi jātassa amaraṇaṃ means death is inevitable. Then after that he said the phrase that I said earlier. He said, Yo bhikkhave chiranjīvati so vassasataṃ appamva bhiyoti. If someone lives in this earth, this human world, it is about 100 years or so. Sometimes 120. Now, back in the Buddha's time, there were people who lived for more than 100 years, 120 years. Now, if we take the Arahant Bhakula, he lived for 160 years, and Arahant Ananda, he lived for 120 years. So there were many Arahants and certain other people who lived for more than 100 years. But nowadays, we don't see, it is so rare to find a person who lives for more than 100 years or so. Nowadays, people die at the age of 60, 70. Rarely they reach the age of 90 and the milestone of 100. So now, if we, let's say, we live for 100 years, how long is that in months? In months, if we calculate now, a year has 12 months. Now, 100 into 12, we have 1,200 months to live in this human world. And that is if we live for 100 years. And if we are to die at the age of 60, that means we have just 720 months to live. And if the person, if we are dying at the age of 60, if we are dying, and if we are at the age of 30, that means we have less than 400 months to live, 300 odd months to live. So the time we have in this human world is so small. So that's why he asked us to do acts of merit a lot. So we can't stay idle all the time. We have to be heedful. Recollecting that we are going to die someday, one day or the other, we will have to leave this face of earth. We might not be able to see the human world. If we go into a bad destination, if we haven't done any merit at all, then it would be extremely hard, if not impossible, to come back to this human world. So now it's high time that we did merit. Now it's high time that we observe the precepts. Now it's high time that we practiced any type of meditation, because it gives merit as well. So I hope you would consider selecting a type of meditation today, and I hope you would practice the precepts today onwards, because can you remember what the Buddha said? He said, Appamidaṃ bhikkhave manussānaṃ. We don't have that much of time to live. So if we live for 100 years, then we are lucky. But when we look at the world, we see people die. Some people die in the younger ages. Adults die. So there is no age difference when it comes to death. When the time is right, one day or the other, we will have to leave this human world. So by the time we die, if we had done merit, then that merit will travel with us into our next life, and it will give us happiness, and we will be able to live happily if we had done merit. So I hope you would remember the Dhamma point discussed here today, and by the merit we have gained here today by listening to this Dhamma sermon, we wish you would attain the supreme bliss of Nibbāna in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Metta Bhavana, loving kindness meditation. Now we'll train our minds in loving kindness. Many of you ask about the words that we use as a guided meditation, and if it matters if we think these words in other languages. I want you to think these thoughts in whatever language you like. What's important is that we get the real feeling of wishing for the happiness of ourselves and for others. It doesn't matter the language or even the exact words. Now we'll listen as one of you guides our meditation.
May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. May all beings in this place be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this village be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this city be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this province be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this country be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in this world be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings in all physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings be well and happy. Be well and happy. Be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Vimanavattu. Now let's listen to this beautiful sutta from the Vimanavattu, Stories of Heavenly Mansions.
4.9 Mansion of Yellow Flowers. God Sakka speaks to a Devata. Dear Devata, you are wearing yellow clothes and jewelry. You have put on yellow sandalwood cream, and you have decorated yourself with yellow lotuses and yellow scarves. Your mansion is yellow, even your furniture is yellow. Furthermore, your plates and bowls are yellow. There are also yellow umbrellas, vehicles, horses, and fans. Everything in this mansion is yellow. Tell me, Devata, what kind of meritorious action did you do when you were in the human world? We ask about the action that gave this result.
God Sakka, Lord of Devas, in the human world, there were vines with tiny yellow flowers. One day, I plucked 4 flowers without thinking about gaining any special results. Then, I went to the stupa containing the relics of the Supreme Buddha. While I was thinking about the sacred body of the Supreme Buddha, my heart was delighted. I was always thinking about that stupa. I did not realize there was a cow chasing me. Before I could offer the flowers to the stupa, I was killed by that cow. If I had collected the merit of offering the flowers, my happiness would have been much better than this. Great Sakka, because of that meritorious deed, I was reborn here after I left the human world.
The leader of the Davatinks of heaven, God Sakka, also called Magava, told his chariot driver, Deva Matali, about the excellent meritorious deed. Other devas were also happily listening to him.
Dear Matali, look at this excellent result. Isn't this wonderful? Although the object which she was going to offer was very small, it generated a great result. If one gives even a very small thing with a confident heart to the Supreme Buddha or to a disciple of the Buddha, the result is not small. Dear Matali, come, we too shall go worship the relics of the Supreme Buddha. Collecting merit always gives happiness. If people offer something to the Supreme Buddha when he is alive or after he has passed away, as long as they have the same confident mind on both occasions, the results will be the same. beings are reborn in heaven because of their confident minds. Those who respect the Supreme Buddha are reborn in heaven. Surely, Supreme Buddhas are born into this world for the benefit of all beings.
We're so happy that you were able to join us today. We hope you learned something new, and we really hope that you can use what you learned as you go about the rest of your day. Do you remember the verse that we learned in the sermon? Bhikkhus, the lifespan of humans is short. You must go to the next life. So you should do what is skillful. You should practice the spiritual life. No one is born immortal. A long life is 100 years or a little more. It's such a good reminder, isn't it, for all of us, whether we're monks or nuns or lay people. What are you going to do today that's skillful and helps you practice the Noble Eightfold Path? The monks here would love to hear about all the good things that you're doing these days to collect good karma and merit into your lives. Click on the show notes link and record a voicemail so we can share it on the air. It'll help inspire all of us to keep practicing the Supreme Buddha's teachings. Now let's share merits. May all of our teachers, all heavenly beings, all of our parents, our relatives, our friends, may they have happy minds thinking about all the wholesome actions that we've done here today, learning the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma, practicing the Supreme Buddha's Dhamma. May they soon experience for themselves the supreme bliss of Nibbāna in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.